all the students. I myself Usha Gangadhar, Secretary of Srimati Danamma Channabasavaiah College of Arts, Science, Commerce and Management Studies. I welcome you all for SDC family. We SDC have 3 branches, one in Kolar, one in Mulbagal, one in Bangarpet. So I wish you all the best for your future.
Good morning, students. In the last class, we were discussing about the Coulomb's inverse square law. In this class, how the objective questions will be there on the Coulomb's law in NEET examination, in CET examination, how the objective part will be there basing on the Coulomb's law, we'll discuss now. So, what is the mathematical form of the Coulomb's law? F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. This is the mathematical form of the Coulomb's law. When we will use this formula, here one charge is there Q1, here another charge is there Q2, its magnitude. These two are separated. If these two are separated in air or in vacuum, if R is the distance between the two charges, then we have to use the formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. If the medium between the two charges is not air, is not vacuum, some more another medium is there between the two charges. Some liquid medium is there or some any dielectric medium is there. Another medium is there between the two charges. That medium's dielectric constant I am assuming as K. In that case, let it be vacuum. Then in the medium, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K Q1 Q2 by R square. This medium's dielectric constant is K. We can call it as relative permittivity also. Relative permittivity, dielectric constant, all are same only. That formula will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K Q1 Q2 by R square. If we divide these two, F vacuum by F medium, what we will get? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square divided by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K Q1 Q2 by R square. This Q1 Q2 by R square, 4 pi epsilon naughts will cancel. This value is equal to K. So, dielectric constant in terms of force in vacuum and force in medium, if we represent, K value will be equal to F vacuum by F medium. Questions will be there on this. So what is the formula for K means? F vacuum by F medium. This formula we can use to calculate dielectric constant. If the medium between the, if some portion between the two charges is air and some portion is filled with dielectric medium, then what is the formula we have to use to calculate the force? Here Q1 is there, here Q2 is there. Some portion dielectric medium is there. Some portion air is there. I am assuming R is the distance between the two charges. T is the thickness of the dielectric. Then this air medium length will be equal to R minus T. Clear? This total distance is R. This is T. So automatically this value will be equal to R minus T. In this case, F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R minus T as usual, and T root k whole square. This formula we can use there. R minus t plus t root k whole square. Using this formula, we can calculate the force between the two charges. This is about Coulomb's law. Let us see what are its applications. In the examination, how the problem setting will be there based on this. So, first model will be F proportional to 1 by r square. Two charges are separated by some distance. Some force is there between the two charges. If the distance is changed, what will be the force? Like that questions will be there. From this, F1 by F2 is equal to R2 square by R1 square. This formula we can use to find the force. For example, here two charges are there. The distance between them is 5 centimeter. Let the force between them will be 10 newtons. Now the distance between them, we made it as 10 centimeter. Find the force between the two. Like that questions will be there. Some distance, when they are at some distance, some force is there. If we change the distance, calculate the new force. Like that, that will be one model. So here what to do? 10. F1 place 10. F2 we had to calculate. R2 value will be 10. R1 value will be 5 whole square. 5 2's will cancel. 10 by F2 is equal to 4. F2 is equal to 2.5 Newton. In this way, we can calculate the force between the two charges. So, relation between force and distance, some problems will be there. Formula will be F1 by F2 is equal to R2 square by R1 square. Next. Second model will be here two charges are there. Their magnitudes are Q1 and Q2. The distance between the two is R. The force between them is F. Clear? Two charges are separated by some distance. Some force is there between the two. Now what they did is, they joined the two charges. For example, this is one charge. This is another charge. They touched the two charges with each other and kept at the same distance. What is the new force between the charges? Is the point is clear? Two charges are there like this. Initially some force is there. We touched the two charges and again we kept at the same distance. What is the new force between the charges? Like that models will be there. So after touching, what will happen means when these two are touched with each other, net charge on the combination will be Q1 plus Q2. Again they are separated means charge on this will be Q1 plus Q2 by 2. Charge on this will be Q1 plus Q2 by 2. Same distance they are separated again. If the point is clear, when these two are touched, net charge in that combination will be Q1 plus Q2. Equally distribute, the charge will be equally distributes between them. So on this body, charge will be Q1 plus Q2 by 2. On this also charge will be Q1 plus Q2 by 2. So initially what is the force? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by R square. Now what is the force? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. You have to multiply these two. q1 plus q2 by 2 into q1 plus q2 by 2 divided by r square, same distance. So this value will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 plus q2 whole square by 4 r square. Clear? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 plus q2 whole square by 4 r square. If we divide these two, this f dash and f, if we divide, what we will get? See, f dash by f. How much we will get? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 plus q2 whole square divided by 4 r square. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square. So what quantities will cancel means these two will cancel, this r square will cancel. Then what we will get? F dash by f is equal to q1 plus q2 whole square divided by, this 4 will come to the denominator, so it becomes 4q1 q2. So if you bring this f to the side, q1 plus q2 whole square into f by 4q1 q2. This is one of the shortcut to do the problems. What is the situation? Write down. q1 q2 are the two charges separated by a distance r. q1 q2 are the two charges separated by a distance r, and the force between them is capital F. And the force between them is capital F. Now the two charges are touched with each other. Now the two charges are touched with each other and kept at the same distance. The new force between the charges F dash is equal to q1 plus q2 whole square into F by 4q1 q2. You have to use that shortcut for that. Okay, this is another model. Next, third, see, they will ask the resultant force on a particular charge. Two forces are acting. What is the net force on the charge? Like that questions will be there. What is the direction of the net force? Like that questions will be there. For that we have to use parallelogram law of vectors. So force is a vector, so we can use the parallelogram law of vectors. Resultant vector from parallelogram law of vectors, what is the formula? R is equal to square root of p square plus q square plus 2pq cos theta. In the same way, angle made by the resultant force with horizontal tan alpha is equal to q sin theta by p plus q cos theta. Same formulas here we can use on a particular charge. If two forces are simultaneously acting, find the resultant force. Means we have to use the formula F dash is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos theta. This formula we have to use. P place F1 we have to write, Q place F2 we have to write, then this will come. Angle made by the resultant force with horizontal F2 sin theta by F1 plus F2 cos theta. These two formulas we have to use to find the resultant force and to find the resultant force direction. Clear? Next, how the problems will be there on this means on the resultant force. Here there is an equilateral triangle. Three identical charges are placed at the three vertices of that equilateral triangle. Three identical charges are placed. The force between any two charges is F. Between these two, how much force is there? F. Between these two also same force, because equilateral triangle all the sides will be same. So the force between any two charges is F. Find the resultant force on any one charge. What is the resultant force on any one charge? Like that question will be there. So see here, between these two, force magnitude is F. These two are like charges. So this force will be in this direction. These two are also like charges. This force will be in this direction. Point is clear? So what is the angle between the two forces? Since this angle is 60 degrees, this angle is equal to 60 degrees, then F dash is equal to square root of F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos 60. Cos 60 value will be 1 by 2. This 2 and that denominator 2 will cancel. So what will happen? F square plus F square, 2F square into 1 by 2, 2 cancel. So F square plus F square plus F square means root 3F square. This value is equal to root 3F, root 3 into F. Like this. Questions will be there. Find the resultant force on any one charge. If the force between the two charges is F, then you have to use the directly shortcut. This is F dash is equal to root 3 into F. Okay, write down three identical charges. Three identical charges are kept at the three vertices of an equilateral triangle. Three identical charges are kept at the three vertices of an equilateral triangle. The force between any two charges is capital F. The force between any two charges is capital F. Then resultant force on any one charge is root 3 into F. Like that problems will be there. One more model. Instead of here plus q is placed, here minus q is placed, here q is placed. What is the net force on this charge? Like that problems will be there. Here force magnitude is same. This is F, this is F, this is F. But what happened? Between these two, attractive force will be there. Between these two, attractive force will be there. Between these two, what will happen? Positive, positive, repulsive force will be there. Then, what is the net force on this charge? Like that, questions will be there. Then try to do. Between these two, repulsive force will be there, that will be in this direction. Between these two, attractive force will be there, that will be in this direction. Clear? So what is the angle between the two forces means? This will be 120 degrees because this is 60 degrees. So what is the net force means? F dash is equal to F1 square plus F2 square plus 2F1 F2 cos 120. The point is clear. Three charges are placed, but one is negative charge. Either here you place minus q, if you place plus q also, result will be the same. How much you will get? See, f square plus f square plus 2f square into minus 1 by 2. Cos 120 value will be minus 1 by 2, 2 will cancel, 1 f square, 1 minus f square will cancel, this will be root f square, this value is equal to f. We have to use f dash is equal to, what is the net force means? F. Like that questions will be there. Next, if you take square, what is the net force? Consider it as there is a square. Q, 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 Q. Four identical charges are placed at the four corners of a square. I am assuming A is the side of the square. Then, what is the net force on any one charge? Like that questions will be there. What we have to do, see, if the force between two adjacent charges is F, what is the net force on any one charge? Like that they will ask. So, I am considering this charge, this one. On this charge, this, all will apply the force. It will, this one, will apply the force like this. Let it be F1. This one will apply the force in this direction. Let it be F2. It will apply the force on this. Let it be F3. Here F1, F3 magnitudes will be same because same charges, same distance. So F1 is equal to F3, that is equal to how much means 1 by 4, I am assuming it as F. F1, F3 magnitudes are same, na? That I am assuming it as F. This value is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Q1, Q2 means Q square. Q into Q will be Q square by A square. F2 value will be equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1, Q2 by, we have to consider this distance. This is A, this is also A. This value is equal to root 2A, this distance. Because between these two charges we have to find the force. So distance between the two charges will be root 2A. So Q into Q into root 2A whole square. So how much we will get this one? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square by 2a square. If we represent that in terms of F, what is F? Force between the edges, these two charges or these two charges is F. Then on this, how much forces are acting? See, F1, F3 are perpendicular. Then their resultant value will be equal to root 2F. Clear understanding? F1, F3 are perpendicular means what is the resultant? Root of F1 square plus F3 square. F1, F3 magnitudes are same. So what will happen? F1 square plus F3 square. This will be F square plus F square. This value is equal to root 2F. So net force on this charge will be F net is equal to root 2F. In the same direction F2 is there. So root 2F plus F2. F2 value here we calculated it as F by 2. So root 2F plus F by 2. Then finally, what is the formula here we are getting is F net is equal to F into root 2 plus 1 by 2. Our F value will be how much? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q square by a square into root 2 plus 1 by 2. Either this one or this one we can use to find the net force. Is it clear? Like this models will be there on the parallelogram law of vectors. Totally 7-8 models are there basing on the Coulomb's law. 3 models up to now completed. What is the first one? Force and distance relation. F1 by F2 is equal to R2 square by R1 square. Second one will be two charges are separated by some distance. They touched with each other and again kept at the same distance. Find the new force between the charges means F dash is equal to Q1 plus Q2 whole square by 4 Q1 Q2 into F. Third one will be on the parallelogram law of vectors. Find the resultant force. Like that models will be there. Next, fourth one will be equilibrium. How the questions will be there on this equilibrium, you see. Here one charge is there. Here another charge. Identical charges. These two are separated by some distance. In between the two charges, I kept another charge. In between these two charges, I kept another charge so that charge is alone in equilibrium. What is the magnitude of the charge? What is the where we had to keep that charge? Like that questions will be there. Two charges are there, Q1 and Q and Q, separated by some distance. In between them, I kept one more charge so that this charge is alone in equilibrium. Then where to keep this charge? What is the magnitude of the charge? Like that questions will be there. So I am assuming this distance is x. So this distance will be r minus x. Clear? What is the force between these two? It will be in this direction. between these two force will be in this direction. Like charges, they will repel with each other. Between these two, F1. Between these two, F2. It is in equilibrium means net force value will be equal to 0. So F1 is equal to F2 means 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught small q capital Q by x square. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught capital Q small q by r minus x whole square. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q capital Q will cancel. 1 by x square is equal to 1 by r minus x whole square means 1 by x is equal to, if you take square root, r minus x. So r minus x is equal to x. R is equal to 2x. X is equal to r by 2. This charge should be placed exactly in midpoint of these two charges. Clear? How much magnitude should be there? Any magnitude. If you place capital Q, if you place another value 5 microcoulomb, 10 microcoulomb, any magnitude, that charge will be in equilibrium. And where we have to keep the charge means that is exactly at the midpoint of the two charges. We have to keep this so that this charge is alone in equilibrium. Try to understand. This is only in equilibrium here. One more type of question will be there. What is that? See. What is this first one? Two identical charges are kept at some distance. Two identical charges are kept at some distance. In between the two charges, another charge is placed. So that it is alone in equilibrium. It is alone in equilibrium. Where to keep the charge. What is the answer? Midpoint. Midpoint between the two charges we have to keep so that it is alone in equilibrium. Next, one more model will be there in this. This will be B. Two identical charges are kept at some distance. In between the two charges, another charge is placed. Pause the video and write down. Okay? Between another charge is placed at midpoint so that all the three charges are in equilibrium. In the previous problem, what is that? Only that charge placed at the midpoint, that is only in equilibrium. Here what happened? All the three charges are in equilibrium. Then magnitude of charge is minus q by 4. If you place minus q by 4 here, then only it will be in equilibrium. How the question will be there, we'll solve this. Try to do, pause the video and write down what is there. Okay. So, here one charge is there. Here another charge is there. In between them, okay, small q take. In between them, capital Q charge is placed, so that what happened? All are in equilibrium. What is the magnitude of this charge? All are in equilibrium means if you take this charge, this one, it will apply force. It will apply force. What is the force between these two? This will be r by 2 distance. What is the force between them? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q capital Q by r by 2 whole square. What is the force between these two? These two we wrote here. Between these two, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q into q by r square is equal to 0. Clear? So, if you take q by 4 pi epsilon naught common in both of this 4 will come to the numerator. 4q r square also we can take common. 4q plus here q is equal to 0. Then 4q plus small q is equal to 0. Then 4q is equal to minus q. Q is equal to minus q by 4. Small q you use. So modify there in that what you wrote also use minus small q. So in between the two charges at the midpoint, another charge is placed. So that all the charges are in equilibrium. What is the magnitude of the charge means? We have to use q is equal to minus q by 4. That is fourth model. Totally 4 models are completed. Next we will see, sir.